What's up, you guys? It's Jonno here.
And Lupus.
We're going to do a video about this brand new update that came out today. It's a new event, and it's kind of crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we're really stoked about it, but it's really, really intense. There's a lot going on, so this is going to be like an explosion of information here.
Wee, wee.
Yeah, so get ready. We're about to beam you up to Scotland.
Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop.
I don't know about Scotland, but we're going to beam you somewhere. And we're basically going to just walk through this entire kind of action-packed event that's going on for, the next week?
Yeah, 1-2 punch all the way through the early part of July.
Nice. This is going to be kind of a long event. The other ones have been short. I've actually been through full events.
3-parter, son.
Yeah, 3 parts, dude. It's going to be intense. I don't even know what we're doing, truthfully.
Got to work as a team to achieve objectives.
That's basically what it seems like. The more teamwork we get, the more bonuses we're going to get. That's the gist of what I took from my first read-through of the rules. And I just want to say there have been 2 updates that came out. One of them was a news update a few days ago. If you guys remember that, it had like a really big, long thing about the rules. And then a new update came out today that was like, hey, we officially launched it. It's live, so you can actually play right now.
Right, and they didn't have much information that first time. But,
yeah.
And then they basically just threw it all at you. We're like, oh, it's live now, too. So,
yeah.
we learned it on the fly. Here we go.
I read that whole first update, and I was like, all right, I got this, And then I jumped in here, and I was like, what's going on? And then Lupus was reading some rules earlier, and it had something about a life seed, and I was just like, what are you talking about?
I had to bust out my monocles and study.
Yeah, he actually
profusely on the rules.
He actually read all of it. Like, so far, I think we probably read it like 3 times. We're going to do it again for you guys.
Yeah, so. I could write an essay on it.
3.5 paragraph essay on the sheet.
Word up. Sending that to school. Dog didn't chew on this one.
Word up, you guys. So what should we...
Sacramento
916, yo.
The Kings are the best.
Oh, I don't know about that, baby. I don't know about that.
Nobody believes that.
Hey, if there's any Lakers fans out there, just hit us up. Right?
You guys are pretty cool. Yeah, you guys do well.
All right.
Kobe, mad respect for that guy.
Yeah. And I don't know if I should even get into this. What is LeBron doing this year? No, we shouldn't go there. We should not go there.
Yeah, did you hear what he's doing?
Well, nobody really knows, but that's certainly...
He's shopping around, right?
Yeah, he's shopping.
He's opening it up early.
Yeah, I don't even want to go there.
Oh,
we
man.
shouldn't go there.
Tim Lincecum threw that no-hitter today. That was pretty cool.
What?
Yeah, dude.
You talking about Giants?
Yeah, dude. SF Giants. That's my team, bro.
Giants.
My boy Tim Lincecum, he threw his second career no-hitter, bro.
You can tell we live in California and we enjoy living in California.
Here's some specific California isms.
Oh, yeah?
Dude, I got hella baked.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically the word hella.
Specifically the word hella.
You can also use it like this. Oh man, I have hella baked some cookies.
Yeah, I love it where it's like, it is the connecting word. It's not like, never mind. I don't know how to say what I'm saying. But it shortens your sentence to use hella sometimes, and it sounds dope.
Yeah, we say hella. It's true.
It's true. All right, you guys, should we just hop into a little battle here and see what's going on?
We're just going to get our feet wet.
All right.
Yeah, so... this is pretty intense. The developer has brought us this kind of mind-bending alter dimension game here, where you're battling with the people from the future who are invading our dimension, basically. It's kind of confusing, as you might expect, and there's like battle screens that are pretty similar. So I'm just going to jump right in it so you can see what's going on.
Are you going to fight a villain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
oh, fight him up. Good. Oh, yeah. See, I didn't even know we were going to be doing this.
All right, here we go.
All right, so you just threw out 2 pods against homeboy.
3 times damage. It's about to get real. All right. Okay, we're going to go in it. It's first person now, so it's intense. Oh.
Now, for some reason, like, it cuts off the words in the game. Like, it said dodge right there in blue letters, but, like, I guess you're just supposed to figure that out. I'm not sure if that's correct.
Okay, so it's that's weird, but you're fighting from the first person now, and here we go. Oh, yeah. And then he ooh, bam, I beat him. Goes down, smash. All right, he's been defeated, and I earned points, and my ex-team earned points. Okay, so that's cool, right? Okay, so let's go get those rewards. Looks like they're giving us a lot of rewards now. Not too good, though. Recruit data 20.
Yeah.
That's not even enough for a guy.
Then some of those I think are rewards from previous stuff that you already had in there too.
It's quite possible. Okay, we're gonna skip getting the rewards right now because they're not very good. We're just gonna jump back into it.
I think they're supposed to accumulate because you can get through, like he could go into another villain fight right away. Go ahead and check out the rankings real quick and let's see.
All right, well, okay, so there's personal rankings and then there's X team rankings.
So you got points.
Yeah, so basically, even if you just play by yourself, it sounds kind of funny, but if you play by yourself, you still get points for the X team. It doesn't exactly make sense, but there's also a way that you can battle with members of your X team. So if you basically it can only happen if you lost to the villain. So if you're fighting one of these villains and it beats you, you can request help.
Yeah.
And it sends out a message to basically everybody that's active and on at that point in time.
And we're going to cover that later, but basically we haven't actually done that ourselves yet because it just came out like a couple hours ago.
Yeah, so we're just trying to cover it because it's confusing. So
most of this video is going to be single player gameplay.
Well, let's go back into it. Let's just see if we can fight a villain.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens if I just click fight villain.
And I don't understand the difference yet between fight villain and you can also just hit the other button on there that says enter. So
this is basically showing me my rewards that I got for fighting the last one, which is interesting. So I'm going to go to this find villains. I think this is going to show us if nope. Okay, so it just dropped him back into the single player.
Yeah.
And so now it's like I'm just going through it like it's a normal mission now. So, using my stamina that's up here in the top left bar. So it's going to go down. We're going to get new people just like we normally would. They're actually not new. These are all just old guys that were already unlocked. And there's obviously no clear story here. You don't really know who you're fighting. But it looks like the enemies are a little different from the regular ones too. So there's something going on. Yeah, like that guy's new. Never seen him before. So it looks like the developers got some new animations for this one. Oh, and now we're getting into a villain battle. There's some sort of weird... You see that? There's like a...
Yeah, that bar.
Yeah, I saw that when I did this earlier too. Okay, so this guy actually wrecked me last time, so I'm just going to use 3 pods. And
the pods regenerate with time, so you don't have to worry too much about pods. Like on my very first battle, I threw 1 pod because I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get these back. But you do get them back. And we're going to cover the rules before we end the video. So if you guys just want to see some rules and get some breakdowns on rules, skip to the end. But you do want to watch this stuff because it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
And save you some time later in the game.
Yes. I like how they've kind of updated the graphics here a little bit too. So
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's a cool little thing that they got going on. And brings you kind of more into the first person vibe. So as you can see, I'm actually beating him now, which is awesome.
That's great.
I'm happy. So he's gonna go down.
So you'll see the single-player gameplay looks very similar to regular missions until you get to the villain. The villain is like highly updated, so I'm hoping that maybe some of the new missions will get this new kind of mission, like villain gameplay, where you get like a more animated attack sequence at the end instead of the kind of goofy one that they have right now.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
It'd be neat to get like a summary page even at the end, like see what kind of card, like which cards are doing the most damage or something. That would be cool. But either way, the developer seems to be kind of bringing new content and seems to be active as far as like we're seeing these new things that are happening in the game pretty quickly just since you and I have been playing even. So
yeah, there have been multiple events since I started playing, and I've only been playing maybe at the most like 3 or 4 weeks. So multiple events, like events have ended, I've participated in new events, and then there's even this new event. So quite a lot going on in this game. That's what actually keeps me playing, because there's just a lot going on, and I always have something to do when I log in.
Yes, so, and a shout out to anybody who wants to get into our X team, the X dudes. We're always looking for active players because you get more points if you're active. So if we're playing it, you might as well have people who want to play it and be active too. So if anybody's kind of looking through this video and being like, man, I got here because this was confusing and I don't have an active X team. Like, what do I do in this game? Like, just hit up either Lupus or Jonno in game. Just friend us and send us a message and we'll get you in if you want to.
And we're X_dudes, just DUDES. And or you can even leave a comment on the video and we'll get it figured out, but we'll make sure that we can get you in there.
Mm-hmm. So let's go over the rules just because it is kind of confusing, and we'll just break down some of the terminology that they're going to use. As you can see, the developer, if you're going to play this game and understand what's going on, they kind of want you to be able to read like an entire terms.
Scroll to the bottom just to see how many. So we want to do a quick shout out to the developer here. You guys are really awesome. We love what you're doing, but this is so confusing. And a lot of us who actually spend money on the game are adults with jobs and stuff. And it's like really hard to learn all this new stuff just for one event that's only going to happen for like a week or two. So yeah, shout out there, developers. It's a little too confusing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really cool premise. Totally dig it, but it's just all the introductions of new things that are going on. It's pretty confusing. So
Yeah.
like we said, we're going to try our best right now to break it down just because it is confusing. So it is a 3-part event, as you can see. It's got like starts and end dates for different points there. You got, so it's going to be 3-parter. The idea is that, like we said, you defeat the villains. You either do it by yourself or whatever. There's going to be like event hero cards, so basically cards that you can buy or find through participating in the event, and those are going to help do extra damage against the villains, which is important because when you're fighting the villains, the more damage that you do factors into how you get rewards and points.
And I'm thinking eventually the villains are going to be really hard.
Yeah.
Like I already got to the point where one beat me just after like the 4th villain. So I'm thinking that team play is going to be really important, and also getting some of these hero cards is going to be important
I
as
think
well.
so, yeah. You're definitely going to, at certain points, you're going to need to request help from the X team and get
Yeah.
other people in there. And it's better to do that, the game says anyway, as we'll get down. You get better rewards if you guys fight together. So the combat pods are kind of like stamina. You get 30 of them at a max, and they regenerate once every 5 minutes. So it doesn't regenerate as quick as stamina. But basically, you can hold a max of 30. And then you use those to basically participate in the villain battles, but also to do damage. So if the more that you're willing to spend, the more damage that you can do to that specific villain.
And also the combat pods you can now buy in the shop. So this is the element of the game that they've introduced that is a new somewhat of a currency in the game. You can go buy them, and you're going to need them and run out of them, and there's going to be situations where you're going to want more and potentially buy them. So that is kind of like that angle of the pods.
So there's also like basically a support tool for people who want to help other people in the group that are attacking. There's these life seeds, which basically use this as support. And this is where it gets pretty much crazy. It's just another thing. And you're like, oh, okay, now life seeds help. Basically read that. It doesn't make a ton of sense. But I guess the idea is that they just help the multiplier. And so they do help you do more damage, which is important for getting rewards.
Yeah.
So then you get to the request help, which we've been talking about. So if you lose to a villain, if you're unable to defeat an event villain, then you can request help from the X team, and they join in, and then you all get to fight them as a team, and you get more points.
And I think everybody has to be live at the same time, similar to the XVX battles. So we're going to be like kind of teaming up and making that happen in a different video when we got it a little bit more figured out.
Yeah, when we understand it a little bit better, we're definitely going to try to do this team thing and see how that's supposed to be done. So as you can see, there's the personal ranking rewards, and then there's the X team ranking.
And this is where it gets really exciting, you guys. You can actually just play all by yourself now and get rewards, which you really couldn't do before in any kind of the XVX and whatnot. You just had the single player missions to go through. So now this is like this is pretty cool. You can do some stuff alone.
So it's cool that they're kind of trying to reward the people who maybe can't find a team to team up with. But they do kind of stress it here. As they say, teamwork rewards. Yeah. They're really trying to get you to be like, hey, if you're not in the next team, like you really should try to join one, because that's where we're going with this game.
And it also mentions that you should try to fill an X team, that like be the person who fills it. And I really think that that's a shout out to a lot of these people who have got their clan or their X team that they keep on, like we've faced people before where it's just one person and an X team maybe, all alone. Yeah. And it's like, you guys, you're really getting nowhere. You need to join up with another team and not try to start your own, because there's really no way to recruit in this game that I have seen. Like in Clash of Clans, for example, you can go into global chat and recruit, and people do that massively, but I don't see any way to do any kind of recruitment in this game. So there's a lot of empty teams, and they would do better to just get inside an X team and fill it.
Yep. So anyway, that's pretty much all we got.
Yep, that's what we got, you guys. Basically, the only thing that I want to say, we alluded to this a few times, but we are going to do another multiplayer video later on. But we're hoping that we get a really good rank in this, and we get some great rewards, and hopefully find some hero cards, and that's pretty much where we're at right now.
Yeah. So thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, you guys. We're out. Peace. What's up, you guys? It's Jonno here.
And it's your boy Lupus. Oh yeah, and we send all of our water to South California, so we don't like them.
That's also true. These pauses, we can edit that. I was actually looking for a good place to pause the last time because I wanted to cough. All right, you guys, should we just get into a battle here and show you what the fuck is going on? Oh, we're going to have to do that.
All right, this is what the fuck is up with this crazy update.